Workflow scheme. This tutorial is dedicated to workflows and their configuration. You'll get a basic understanding of what workflows in JIRA are and how to configure them for your project with workflow schemes. Next to the issue types, you should discover how to configure workflows. And as JIRA defines it, workflows are the paths your issues take from creation to completion. If I create a new issue, let's be story, and I click on view workflow, I will get a scheme of this path that my issue could take. So as you see, each issue which is being created comes into the to-do status. And from to-do status, it has two transitions that are possible to conduct. You can transition this issue to in progress by clicking on start progress, or you can click on done and transition the issue to the done status. In progress, you can transition to stop progress and the issue will be transitioned back to the to-do status, or you can click on done here and it will be transitioned to the done status. Like, to illustrate it, this is what happens when we change statuses of the issue. In this way, you can define in what status your issue is being in the moment. And these steps and the transitions for your projects, they all could be configured here in workflows. So far, we are using the Pack Project Management Workflow scheme. It comes as default scheme to our project, but we can change it. We could have created a workflow and add an existing workflow, for example. Let's assume that we have pre-configured our workflow and here we could choose it. Let's choose, for example, a more complicated workflow like classic default workflow. Let's click next. Define it for all issue types. Let's click finish. As you can see, when I make changes, the changes are being made to a draft. To enforce these changes, you should publish this draft and click on publish. When you change the workflow of your project, it usually provides a page with the mapping of the issues to define the new status of the issues. So here you can choose, for example, that all epics that were in to-do status, you can define in what status they will be moved to. Open, for example, here done will be moved to resolved, done also resolved, resolved. And in this way, we can change the workflow of our project. Let's give JIRA some time to finish the migration of the issues, acknowledge it. And now let's refresh the issue, see the workflow, and we see that our workflow is more elaborated, having much more different transitions, different paths, and different statuses. So now I can resolve issue, I can reopen issue, and so on. And this is being defined via workflow scheme, which you can also configure within your project. In the next tutorial, we are going to have a look at the screen scheme.